hello to Class B, that's years 3 and 4 at St. Boniface Primary School. Hello, Merry Christmas. Oh, it's lovely to speak to you, and also hello to your grown-ups. To Mrs. Vassal, who I hear is a marvellous rhymer. My chief elf's a little bit jealous of Mrs. Vassal's rhyming. I hear she's a poet and she doesn't know it. Is that right? And also to Mrs. Hernandez, Mrs. Corrigan and Miss Chloe, Merry Christmas to you all. Now, Class B, I have been hearing from your grown-ups about all the marvellous work you've been doing this term. I hear you're almost turning into fishes, that your swimming is brilliant. Is that true? Now, I struggle to swim here in the North Pole because I need a shovel to get into the water. But you know what? I'd love to be able to swim in a nice swimming pool. Oh, it would be a lovely thing to do. Maybe one summer I'll take a little holiday and try and go for a swim. Now, I also hear Year 4 are working hard in their brass lessons. Do we have some trumpet tutors? Or some trombone twiddlers? Oh, I love brass instruments. It reminds me of Christmas. I think they're the most Christmassy instruments ever. But I also hear you've been doing very important work too. For Black History Month, and you've been using maths and art to research hairstyles. So it sounds magnificent that you're learning all about the wonderful world that we live in. It sounds to me that because of all the hard work you've been doing this term, that every single one of you will be on the good list this Christmas, and not a one of you will be on the you-know-what list. Now, speaking of lists, Chief Elf has asked me to ask you, have you sent me your Christmas lists? Now, if you have, that's brilliant. But if you haven't, do not worry. There is still plenty of time. Put pen to paper or draw me some pictures of the things that you would most like me to bring you for Christmas, and I shall do my best to try and deliver them on Christmas Eve to you. Oh, yes, I will. Now, while we've been working hard doing all of this in the North Pole, we have been having a competition. A little competition to write the silliest Christmas joke ever. And we have just decided upon the winner. Would you like to hear it? Good. How do snowmen get around? They ride an icicle. An icicle.
What a wonderful message from Santa. Now, would you like a story?
The Snow Queen by Xavier Perotta and Lucy Fleming. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, an evil Snow Queen owned a horrible mirror. Everything reflected in it, no matter how beautiful, looked hideous. But one day, the mirror broke and shattered into 1,000,000 fragments, and the wind scattered the fragments to all the corners of the world. A tiny sliver of glass fell into a window box full of beautiful roses. It lay there hidden until one summer, ouch, said Kay, who was watering the roses with his best friend Gerda. Oh, there's something in my eye. The glass, it instantly froze Kay's heart. Everything he saw now looked nasty and horrible. In a rage, he tore the roses to shreds. Gerda, who loved all living things, well, she was heartbroken. Winter came, and Kay was still angry with the world. One day, while he was out riding his sledge, he saw a sleigh. Oh, he was tired, so he decided to hitch his sledge to it. He didn't know that it was the Snow Queen's sleigh. "Sit beside me," she said, smiling her cool smile. And with that, Kay was under her spell. The Snow Queen's sleigh swooped up high into the sky, carrying Kay far, far from home. Spring was approaching, and Kay had still not returned. Gerda set out to find him. "He was kidnapped by the Snow Queen," chirped Gerda's friend the river bird. "I shall find a boat and sail to the Snow Queen's palace," said Gerda. Soon, Gerda came to a summer island where a witch lived. "Why don't you stay?" said the witch, offering Gerda a cherry. One bite of the ripe fruit and Gerda forgot all about Kay. But later, she woke up from the spell and remembered. She returned to her boat and set off again to find Kay. Away she sailed, up rivers and far across seas, getting colder, and colder, until the boat got stuck in the ice. "How shall I get to the Snow Queen's palace now?" exclaimed Gerda loudly. "Oh, you can borrow Bay, my reindeer," said a girl who was fishing nearby. Bay carried Gerda to the Snow Queen's palace. The Snow Queen was away, but she had left Kay behind. "I've come to take you home," cried Gerda. Kay looked puzzled. He didn't recognize Gerda. Saddened, Gerda kissed him, and her tears warmed Kay's heart. The sliver of mirror fell from his eye. Gerda? Is that you? Kay exclaimed. Where are we? Gerda's tears turned to joy at Kay's words. We are in great danger, she said. Let's go home before the Snow Queen returns. Spring had arrived by the time the reindeer brought Kay and Gerda home. New roses bloomed in the window box. Kay thought they were the most precious things in the world.
What a great story, Santa. Have you got anything else? Something funny, maybe?
And now I'd like to read you one of my favourite poems, Snowball. I made myself a snowball, as perfect as could be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a pillow for its head. Then last night it ran away, but first it wet the bed.
Santa, that was brilliant. That's one of my favourites. Did you enjoy that?
Well, Class B, we have been working very hard here. December is our favourite month. It's very hard work, but we love it. And it has our favourite day of the year in it. But also I hear someone in your class has their special day in December. I hear Frank has a birthday on the 31st of December. So from all of us here at the North Pole and everyone in Class B, we'd like to wish Frank a very happy birthday for the 31st of December. Hip hip hooray, Frank! Now, I have one last favour to ask, Class B. One last little favour, apart from maybe leaving a little something out for a tired man on Christmas Eve who's delivering lots of presents, and maybe leaving a little carrot for Rudolph if he's behaving himself, which is a rare thing. Also, could you do me the biggest favour of going to bed nice and early with your eyes shut tight so I can deliver all the wonderful presents that you asked for? That would make my life, it would be wonderful, and it means I can deliver all the presents to all the children of the world in super quick time. Thank you, Class B. It's been lovely to speak to you today. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!